Check.
Uh, Mr. Attorney General was to inform us what has happened about the.
No, he's just entering.
He's just having a mentioning in code 2.
तब तक 502 ले लो. The others can wait here for 2 minutes. We'll just all of our directions. Oh, 502 is also attorneys there.
There must be some reason.
दो ही है ना? दो ही.
They say that our clause is not the clause which is in core at all. Our clause was on the line which your Lordship's judgment in Lombardy was there, in Perkins was there, and in TRF was there. Because there's no provision at all in our case of 4 nominees being sent and then decided from amongst them to pick up 2, and after that the person concerned picks up 1. So that argument of balancing of equities was not an argument. That was a procedure resorted to, but not
We need
provided
to
in the agreement.
resolve that here, or we can just wait for the matter that day.
The only,
the
yes,
matter.
Manoj, whenever your Lordship says our only thing was if we were to be de-tagged, then we could go and argue our SLP separately instead of our arbitration waiting.
So that question we'll ask the attorney, then we'll ask the attorney because he's, yes. That is 502.3.
3.
Before we look at the merits, Mr. Attorney, Mr. Call says in 502.3,
Yeah.
the question which has been raised doesn't arise, and therefore he is asking for it to be detagged. So I don't know if you have had opportunity to see
I
502.3.
don't think I looked
In
into that.
502.3, in fact, an intervention has also been filed because there are, in fact,
Who are you appearing for in that?
I'm appearing for the intervener in 502.3.
But it's his.
So therefore,
he-
we
I
he will not
appreciate it is
decide
his, but we
anything.
have one concern. We filed our intervention thinking that the whole bunch was.
We'll hear you on the intervention independently. There's no difficulty.
Because we are lots of.
But Mr. Attorney, or would you like to still just look at
I
502?
like looking
Let
at
him
that.
take it. Let him look at it.
Otherwise,
Next time you can just ask.
I'll myself look
Mr.
into it.
Potteraju can just
Yes.
also look at it and tell you next time whether 502.3 can be deleted. We'll delete them. I mean, sorry, detag it. Now, what about 501 now, Mr. Attorney?
In fact, I wanted to look in the report and somehow it didn't happen.
The report has come.
You'll, yeah, I think we need if the report is not going to be accepted, you'll also have to hear the matter. So it's at that stage. In
And then you can circulate the report to us as well. You can also
fact,
look at the
Mr.
report.
Nariman want to have it in April. He's also in this matter.
Who?
501.
No,
Insurance.
no, but it's a part-heard matter. We've substantially heard it now. Actually, we were hearing now the other side. So if we have, what we will do is we'll give you time, a little time. If by then it is not resolved at the level of the government, then we will proceed to hear the matter. We lay down the law.
I know.
Ultimately, if Parliament thereafter wants to intervene, it can always do so. It's a statutory
I
interpretation.
understand.
So when should we keep it then?
I filed an intervention in that.
I'm in 502.4 actually on the.
He goes and.
Please wait, sir. Please wait.
15th of April. That way, you can, you'll have time for the
Very
report. And if it is not resolved by then we
You'll also
will,
hear the matter.
then we will hear the matter and
Yeah,
complete the hearing and then
Yes,
give a judgment.
very good.
So, Solapur directions for acceptance.
501. Start
We'll keep it for direction, Mr. Call and everybody here on this side. We'll keep it for directions on 16th of April.
Very well.
In case it is not resolved, we'll keep it immediately thereafter on the 23rd and start the hearing on the 23rd.
Lordship.
And we'll say that in the order.
Very well.
Mr. R. Venkatramani, Learned Attorney General for India, has stated that a report has been received, a report of the
Committee appointment.
committee appointed by the government has been received, and he will require some time to examine it. Full stop. The proceeding shall now be listed before this bench for directions on 16 April 2023. Full stop. It is understood that in the event that the issue is not resolved by that date by the union government, the proceeding shall then be listed for continuing and concluding the hearing, for concluding the hearing on concluding the remaining part of the hearing on 23 April 2020.
Lordship.
Understood. We also have a benefit of the copy.
Those.
A copy of that, will you circulate the report to all, everyone, Mr. Attorney? Because
It's a draft report. Not to say it's a draft.
draft report.
That's right.
Let them finalize the report, then get the report finalized at least. And circulate it,
Whenever it is finalized, they can give us a copy.
Of course.
once the report is finalized, which we
It will be
expect to be
shared.
done, which we expect to be done within a period of 3 weeks, a copy shall be shared, shall be provided in the, soft copies of the report shall be provided to the bench as well as to the council appearing on behalf of the diverse parties.
Sorry, Lordship.
Within 3 weeks, which will take us to first week of February. We'll say the copy shall be supplied by the middle of February.
Right.
To all some. Copies to be supplied by middle of February.
Grateful.
We have enough time to consider the report and make
Very
a
good.
Now, the arbitration matter, Mr. Attorney, what is the?
This is 50
I think there's been some confusion, because I think this was referring to the arbitration.
arbitration matter.
The report was referred to.
Oh, one second. We were on Mr. Call. 1 second, Mr. Call. We operated upon the wrong patient.
I'm in both.
I thought
so I
it was-
thought it was.
I-
I was a very good.
The 501 was passed over, I thought.
No. We thought the committee, because you said you were to set up a committee.
Both
in person,
matters
sir.
committees have been appointed.
Oh, I
In
see
the
now.
Bajaj Alliance matter.
Yes, that
there's
committee
a
was.
Committee which is now, having consultation with various state governments.
Sir, arbitration.
That deliberation
All
is
right.
not yet.
Now, this order that the copies
It
of the
will be in
report.
the arbitration.
Now, arbitration matter, when should be placed now?
In
Same?
April.
All right.
Yes.
Arbitration matter also will place on the same. Right. Yeah.
The committee's
And the
tenure has
the same thing will apply to the first matter
That's
also.
right. That's
expired. The arbitration matter hasn't been heard at all.
Because both the patients were suffering from tonsils, so it's not that one person's tonsils have been knocked out and another person's kidney has been knocked out.
Same order had to be passed, fortunately.
I'm so sorry about it.
No.
The learned attorney in the meantime could just, on our matter, take instructions of de-tagging ourselves in the
Yes.
meantime.
502.
Mr. Potaraji, please look into that, whether it has to be de-tagged, so that, you don't have to trouble the attorney. You can just.
April.
Arbitration matter, in the meantime, there are no nodal council, there's no compilation.
I think that should be done.
So who will
I
be
think
the
that-
nodal council?
let that
Let's
be done.
complete that process anyway.
Let that be done.
So on the side of the petitioners, who will be the nodal council? Just give us some junior's name.
As I don't even know whether I'll be there if it's de-tagged, so I can't say my or would be there as the notice council.
All right,
Pai can be
Mr. Amit Pai, and on this side, who is there? Mr. Banerjee, tell us somebody's names, who's.
Manisha Singh.
Ms. Manisha Singh and Mr. Amit Pai, and usual order 23rd August 23 circular. And that circular become a boon.
No, so both the matters be listed on 23rd April, because 5.
Yes, we'll list both the matters.
Well,
16th is what you.
16th for
And if it's not resolved, 23rd for hearing.
very good.
Lordship.
No point in keeping it alive. The arbitration matter also is a short point really. We have to resolve it.
It is, yes.
Lords, I'm in
Because
5.4, my lords.
there is an interesting twist to it, because there are a lot of NBFCs who have now come before my lords, who are also now affected by these judgments.
Oh.
So initially it was only government contracts,
No way.
but there are, in fact, I mean,
They have similar clauses as well.
they have similar clauses, and in fact, there are, about 20 lakh arbitrations.
So
which are getting-
actually, if the government can resolve it, so much the better. Otherwise, it's very important that we resolve it. And
Your lordship will have to, because it's not just from the lens of the government now. It's actually also from a private sector lens, because there are 20 lakh arbitrations which have got affected. Because after Perkins, there are lots of awards which are now being set aside on this basis. So, my lords, this is, and the entire cost of.
Mr. Attorney, it looks like we'll have to hear the arbitration matter,
I-
because otherwise there'll be chaos, in the country.
Lords, in fact,
On
we
the
were going to
commercial
request
front.
The arbitration.
So let's proceed on the informal basis that perhaps we'll have to go on with this
Very
matter, because as we resolve the stamping issue and the group of companies, we'll also resolve this
Lords, in
issue.
fact,
Your
the
lordship.
arbitration.
Lords,
Request
I'm in
is to have it slightly earlier, if possible, subject to your lordships not being available. Perhaps even in March, if your lordships are available. I believe Mr. Nariman.
What do they think?
Then.
All right.
Lords, I'm in 502.4, my lords. Again, the same issue, my SLP is there, where awards made much prior to Perkins, my lords, they are now being set aside. In my own client's case, which is an NBFC.
Guru, come next time and tell us, so once in.
Very well, my lords, very well.
Grateful.